Hi guys, welcome back. Now I haven't talked a lot about this on the channel because I don't talk a lot about my personal life, but for the past few years, Doug and I haven't been getting out very much. And I'll give you the short version of why. COVID, his knee replacement, and back problems for me. Little by little, we sort of slipped into a place where we thought, okay, we're getting older and this is just what it is. And the more time we spent in that headspace, the less motivated we became to break out of that pattern. But now Doug's knee is all healed up and my back is better, so it's time to get out and start exploring again. And when you haven't done that for a while, it's a little intimidating. But we're doing it because, Chicago is an amazing city and it would be a shame for us not to enjoy it. And that's been going so well that this week we even decided to check out the beaches on the Michigan side of the lake. And that was really intimidating for us because to get there, we had to brave 50 miles of the biggest traffic nightmare in Chicago, which is saying a lot. And really, we didn't expect the beaches to be that great because, a lot of that area up in there is industrial. But we really loved the beach and we needed to see some blue skies and blue water. So we decided to chance it and check it out. And once we got there, we were really glad we took that chance because we found the perfect little beach town for us. The beach itself was gorgeous, but the town it was in was really amazing because there were wineries, craft breweries, a casino, incredible restaurants, boardwalks over big sand dunes, and downtown, a row of kitschy little shops lining the hillside down to the marina and a beautiful beach. It was a really nice reward for taking a risk and stepping outside our normal little box and doing something different. What does this have to do with you guys? Well, it just reminded me how important it is for us to challenge ourselves and step outside our comfort zone sometimes. I definitely think the EEOC process favors the bold. I've talked about being bold before here on the channel, usually in the context of asking bold questions in email as a way of documenting our case. Since I've been talking about that here on the channel, quite a few people have misunderstood what I mean by bold. I think they took it to mean intimidating, rude, or demanding because they seem to have just taken what I said as an excuse to be a jerk to their boss, and that's not the kind of bold I'm talking about. For example, our kind of bold means having the courage to ask the hard questions that we know our employer isn't going to like, in spite of our fear of retaliation. And that kind of boldness can not only document our case, but it can also change outcomes. It did for me. It stopped NASA from putting me on a PIP that would have made it easier for my boss to fire me. If you want more information about how I did that, I'll link to a video I made about it at the end of this one and also in the description. Our brand of bold also means stepping outside our normal patterns of behavior and trying something new. And that can open up new solutions and new sources of help that we might never have found otherwise. Take my experience with stopping that PIP, for example. That was something new for me. I normally didn't question my boss. I tried to be a good employee who just wanted to make her happy. But she and NASA put me in a situation where I had to document what they were doing to me. So even though asking all those questions, especially in writing, was pretty scary, I did it anyway. I tried to be polite and professional, but I tried to be clear too. And after I did it those first few times, I wasn't scared after that. I kept documenting my case all the way through, and it paid off. And being bold also means not being afraid to learn new things. I am not an attorney, and I have never fooled myself into thinking that I am. But I knew if I wanted to win my case, I was going to have to learn some things about the law and the process. I couldn't be intimidated, so I decided to give it a try, and I was able to learn quite a bit, enough to win my case. And not only did I have to learn the rules of the process and the law, I also had to learn some new ways of behaving. I had to be comfortable speaking my concerns out loud. And I had to be comfortable when other people challenged my thinking, because everybody in this process challenged me. My counselor forced me to think of my boss's behavior in terms of what was illegal, instead of what I thought was right or wrong. My investigator challenged my thinking, my behavior, and my evidence. So did my AJ and my attorney. What made you do that? What made you think that? How'd you get this evidence? So if you're someone who's afraid to learn new things, and can't take having your ideas challenged by other people, this process is going to be tough for you. It's going to be especially tough for you to find somebody who can help you. And I also had to learn a lot of humility. I had to admit it when I was wrong about something or didn't understand something. And eventually I got comfortable with that. I don't mind being wrong anymore. And that's a good thing because you guys set me straight quite often here on the channel. And when you do it in the comments, I usually try to say thanks and pin those comments so everybody else has the benefit of what you know. Because it's way more important for you guys to have accurate information than it is for me to look smart. This process, like the rest of life, can be really scary sometimes. But we never have to shrink and be enslaved by our own fear. We can always make the choice to step outside our normal box, speak up for ourselves, and try something new. It takes courage, but it's worth the risk. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care and hang in.